Thanks for taking my question. Gaza's main power plant has run out of fuel, and the humanitarian situation there is becoming quite dire. I'm wondering if there have been any communications about allowing shipments of food, fuel, electricity to help lessen civilian casualties and suffering there.
Yes, there have been ongoing conversations with our Israeli counterparts about the need for continued flow of humanitarian assistance.
I had a couple of questions on the American hostages. Is it still the case that the administration doesn't know anything about the condition of the American hostages, and is the number still believed to be less than a handful?
Yes and yes.
And I know you've been pretty open about the fact that information about the hostages is very hard to ascertain at this moment. The limited information that you do have, is that coming namely from the Israelis and the Qataris, or is there another source of information that you'd be able
The families too. I mean, as I mentioned yesterday, some of these families actually saw their loved ones being abducted and taken away, so they have been a significant source of information as well.
Just one other quick thing. The assumption that the hostages may not necessarily be in one place, was there specific intelligence to point the administration to not make that assumption, or is that based on something else?
I won't speak about specific intelligence matters, but it is a common tactic in the Hamas playbook to break up hostages and move them around in sometimes small groups. So we have nothing that would indicate to us that they would follow a different set of protocols, but I can't stand here before you and prove to you that that is exactly what's happening. We have to, in order to think about our policy options, you have to make some assumptions, and we can't rule that out as a possibility.